Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some seriously exciting news for Path of Exile 2. The Dawn of the Hunt update is dropping on April 4th, 2025. It's bringing a ton of fresh content to this action-packed role-playing game. We've also got a brand new Ascendancy for the Warrior class, a shiny new base class called the Huntress as well, and some juicy endgame surprises. Grinding Gear Games has been dropping teasers left and right, and the community's buzzing with theories. So let's grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's break it all down. If you're as pumped as I am, smash that like button, and then we'll get started. First off, what is Dawn of the Hunt? This update 0.2, a major milestone for Path of Exile 2 during its early access phase. It's set to launch just a few weeks from today, March 18, 2025. It's packing new classes, subclasses, and endgame content that'll keep us grinding for hours. The developers have promised this update will double the game's content by the end of early access, and as from what we've seen so far, they're not messing around. They're even hosting a big live reveal on March 27th to spill all the details, so mark your calendars. Now let's talk about the star of the show, the new Ascendancy for the Warrior class. For those who don't know, Ascendancies are these specialized subclasses you unlock partway through the game. They totally transform how your character plays. The Warriors already got Titan and the Warbringer that gives out tanky and shouty vibes, but this third option, everyone's talking about it. The teaser from Grinding Gear Games says, hunger for power and force of arms. You will take it. That's it. That's all we've got officially, but it doesn't just scream strength and aggression. I mean, we're talking swords, axes, and just pure muscle here. The community's hard at work guessing what this means. Over on the forums, folks are calling it the Blacksmith Ascendancy. Picture this, a beefy warrior hammering enemies with fire-charged weapons, maybe even tweaking their gear mid-fight. One player suggested it could have a skill that boosts your weapon's quality by let's say 40%, making every swing hit harder. Another theory is fire-based attacks. Think blazing swords or molten axes. It fits the warrior's whole smash everything vibe, but adds a spicy twist. Now this is all speculation, but it's got me hyped to see how it shakes up the game. If you're a warrior main like me, this is huge. Titan's all about soaking up damage, Warbringer's about yelling and smashing, but this new one, it could be a game changer. Maybe it's a high risk, high reward style where you're forging power on the fly. Imagine combining it with the warrior's strength focused passive tree, tons of damage, maybe some burning effects to melt through bosses. It's still early, but I'm already dreaming up builds. What do you guys think it will be? Drop your ideas in the comments, I would love to hear them. But wait, there's more. Dawn of the Hunt isn't just about the warrior. We're also getting a whole new base class, the Huntress. The dexterity base character is all about speed and versatility, wielding spears for both up-close slashes and probably long-range throws. She starts near the ranger on the skill tree, so expect some agile, hit-and-run gameplay. We don't have much on her ascendancies yet, but each class gets 3, but details are slim. Still, a spear-throwing Huntress, that's a vibe I'm here for. It's perfect for players who love dodging around and picking off enemies with style. The updates bring in new endgame encounters too. The teasers hint at tough challenges to test our builds, though we're still in the dark on some specifics. With the Warrior's new Ascendancy and the Huntress dropping, I bet these encounters will push us to experiment. Maybe we'll see some fiery forge-themed bosses or a hunt-style trials. Whatever it is, gonna keep us busy well past April. Let's zoom out a bit. Path of Exile 2 launched into early access late last year. It's been a wild ride. We started with 6 base classes, the Warrior, Mercenary, Ranger, Witch, Sorcerer, and the Monk, each with 2 Ascendancies. This update adds the Huntress as the 7th class and bumps the Warrior's options to 3. It's a big step toward the full release, showing Grinding Gear Games is serious about keeping things fresh. Plus, they've locked weapon swapping between sets, so your gear stays consistent. It's a small change, big quality of life win. So, how might this shake up the game? The Warrior's new Ascendancy could spark some wild builds, fire tanks, weapon crafting bruisers, you name it. If it's got fire damage, it might counter some of the cold heavy meta we've seen. The Huntress with her spear tricks could bring a new flavor to dexterity builds, maybe even rivaling the Ranger's popularity, and with just some new endgame stuff, we'll need to adapt fast. I'm calling it now. We're going to see some crazy leaderboard runs once this drops. All right, so we're almost at launch for April 4th. That's just over 2 weeks from now, and the hype's real. Grinding Gear Games is doing a live stream on March 27th to show off everything. So I'm going to be glued to that. If you want to prep, brush up on your warrior skills, or start planning a Huntress run, the forums are popping off with theories. I'll post the links in the description if you want to join in on the chat. When they just wrapped some in-game race events on March 16th, so the community's already fired up. To wrap it all up, Dawn of the Hunt is shaping up to be a massive update. A new Warrior Ascendancy that might forge fire and swords, the Huntress bringing spear-slinging chaos, fresh endgame challenges. It's everything we love about Path of Exile 2. I can't wait to see if the Blacksmith theory pans out or if Grinding Gear Games surprises us with something totally different. What are you most excited for? The Warrior, the Huntress? Let me know down below. Also, if you're new here, hit the subscribe. We'll be covering this update like crazy when it lands. But before I let you guys go, I just want to talk a little bit more about my run in Path of Exile. I've been playing Path of Exile for a few years now. Seeing the sequel grow is honestly wild. Updates like Dawn of the Hunt remind me why I fell in love with this game. Endless builds, brutal challenges, and just that sweet, sweet loot chase. I'm dying to get my hands on this new Warrior Ascendancy. Maybe I'll stream my first attempt at it. Would you guys watch that? Let me know in the comments if I should fire up a live session when it drops. Also, just a huge shout out to the community right now. The forums and social platforms are on fire with their theories. It's awesome to see everyone so hyped. If you got a wild guess about this Blacksmith idea or Huntress build that you're cooking up, drop it down below. I'm going to be reading through everything, and who knows, maybe I'll show some of your guys' ideas in the next video. And if you're not in our Discord yet, I'm going to post a link down there below. We're always talking about builds, lore, and what's next for the game. So, all right, I've rambled enough. Seriously, though, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We're going to be all over this update when it lands, from breakdown to gameplay. Until then, keep grinding, stay safe, and I'm going to catch you in raid class. Peace out, guys.